We go. What is up, guys? It is my first YouTube video ever. Well, not actually ever. I feel like most of us, I had a Fortnite YouTube channel, which is actually this channel, just converted. So don't go look at my past videos. But this is my first fitness slash gym content YouTube video. So I want to go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Lucas Strickler. I'm a 19-year-old from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Go blue. There's a blue ball right there. I currently attend the University of South Florida as a freshman. I used to play soccer as a kid all the way up until I was 18, and that was my first love. But then my second love is the gym. Man, I'm addicted to this. So I threw up to help you guys get to know me better, I threw up a poll, not a poll, a Q&A on my Instagram for so people could ask me different questions they want to know about me. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Got them here on my phone. Should tell you about the. Yep. Did I love Pokemon, bro. It's also another fun fact about me. I love energy drinks. Not addicted though. Okay. So first one. Do you do cardio? No. In parentheses, no. Yes, I do cardio. I try to do at least 20 to 25 minutes a day on the Stairmaster. Stairmaster is my preferred form of cardio. I used to be into running. I actually did run a half marathon last summer. I'll go ahead and throw up my time here. I was very proud about that. I really went in with no expectations, but I come from a soccer background, so it comes kind of naturally to me. Go to the next question. What is the best protein bar? Okay, so actually, I have a whole notes app dedicated for like ranking different, like it's called my taste test, where I rank a bunch of different, like I'm not kidding, guys, like so many different categories. But let's go ahead and go to my protein bar category, which is all the way down. You can see I'm scrolling for a long time. So my number one protein bar. Let's see. So for number one, I have it's a secret, bro. At a 9.7, I have Bear Bells limited edition. So come around like Christmas time. Peppermint bark. If y'all have not tried that, you guys have to go ahead and try that. It is delicious. I'm a big peppermint guy. I love that peppermint bark from Williams Sonoma. If you know, you know. Delicious. Beef or chicken? You know, honestly, I think chicken is more versatile, but steak is one of my all-time favorite. I just love a big steak, so I gotta go with beef. Can't lie. Would you, bro? Yo, I knew. You know exactly. You're watching this right now. You know exactly who said this question. I'm not gonna expose you, but bro, would you rather a bear shot or fought a kangaroo? Only thing I'm gonna say is I got hands, bro. So I got hands. So next question is best food spot. So I'm gonna go and say like best restaurant. The best restaurant I've ever been to. My personal favorite is last year in New York City. In New York City, I went for my mom's birthday, and it was what was it called? Quality Meats in New York, dude. The appetizers there, they were so good. That was the best restaurant I've ever been to. All right, so do you miss the Michigan weather? So obviously I grew up in Michigan, but I am now living in Florida. I'm back at home though. This is not my dorm. I am back at home in Michigan, and but no, I do not miss the Michigan weather. You know, when I was there in Florida, it was 85, perfect every single day, and now it's like bare butt cold. So no, I don't really miss the Michigan weather. All right, next question. Favorite gym. So I actually do have a list for this. Shocker, right? I have a list for my favorite gyms. I'm gonna go ahead and list out my top three gyms that I've been to so far. So let me go ahead and find it. So number one gym for me at a 9.4, 9.4. Wow, banger is in Petoskey, Michigan, is Center City Gym. Absolute banger of a gym, old school, grungy. If you guys know it, you guys know. This is a really good gym. Sam Solik ranks that gym highly, so you know it's good. And my second favorite is in Columbus, Ohio, which is Spark Society Gym. I know a lot of people that go to Arnold work out there, like around Arnold time, but that's a great gym. It's not too big, but the equipment and the layout I really like. And then number three, sorry, the Spark Society Gym was a 9.0. And at the 8.9, I have Umbra Strength in Shelby, Michigan. I think that's the best. I haven't been to too many gyms in Michigan, but that's my favorite gym. Actually, what am I saying? Petoskey, Michigan. That was the best gym. But this is my second favorite gym in Michigan and my third favorite all time. So, Umbra Strength, Shelby, Michigan. If you're in the area, check it out. Okay. Next question. If you could only do 5 exercises for the rest of your life, what would they be? Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get something, we hit everything. So either an incline barbell or incline dumbbell press, get that upper gaze. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for one of them. Classic barbell curl, classic. I'm gonna choose like the one where you like twist curl, you twist up. That one, I like hammer curls, but not as much. So that, and then I'm thinking between like I have to have some type of squat pattern, but I think I'm gonna go just a back barbell back squat, man. I do like hack squats and pendulum squats. I do love me some pendulum squats, but I haven't been able to use that as much. So I'm gonna stick with the back squat, barbell back squat for 3. Oh, see your pick, bro. I'm going Cybex lat pullover. The stretch on that lat and the engagement is never go back. I use that. So that's gonna be 4 and 5. I know there's probably some like exercise that I'm forgetting. I'm gonna look at my workout routines to see which make sure I'm not missing one that I like look back later and be like, what? How did I forget about that? I mean, honestly, I really like the Mad Grip lat pull downs. Yeah, those feel nice. So I know my list isn't it's hitting every muscle, but I'm just gonna go it's just my top 5 favorite exercises, which is exactly what the question was, but not exactly, but that's what I went with. All right, and last question. What is your favorite muscle group to hit? So, if we're cutting, it is chest by far, but if we are bulking or maintaining, I love a good leg day. Get on that barbell with some heavy ass weight, and if you don't get it up, it's gonna crush you. I gotta boost test, right? So I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. So hey, thank you guys for the questions. This will be the introduction of the video, just so you guys can get a little bit of an introduction before I head into my lifts. But we have a hamstring focused leg day coming up, so let's go hop right into that. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I need to stop saying "and." Damn. Bear with me on the mic situation. My mic is not good. It was just my headphones. I don't have a mic yet since this is my first video, but I will do captions or a voiceover. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for watching. All right, so the reason I'm using such lightweight because I used to be doing this for like three plays, but
I was kind of noticed I was bouncing a little bit, so I wanted to really like pause the bottom so I can not like I want to essentially stop ego lifting and really feel all of the good old quality, So I recommend you record yourself so you can see if you're really using the intended muscle or like I think I was using a lot of glutes. Like I mean, obviously I want that dumpy, but I also want huge quads to go with it. So I dropped the weight and now I'm progressing back up using good form and tempo.
All right, we got a voiceover here. So basically, what I was talking about in this clip is how hungry I was and how that Pop Tart didn't really fill me up along with the apple. But I also mentioned how I lowered the weight on this movement, also some RDLs. I used to do 3 plates, but I lowered it so I could get a better stretch at the bottom. I mean, I was doing good form before, but I really wanted to emphasize that stretch and really feel it in my hamstrings opposed to, well, my lower back. So,
Yeah, I used to do this for 3 plates, but again, tightening up the form. Uh, the cue I like to use is trying to use my butt to close the door. I heard that from like GPG coaching or something, so I just use it. and unilateral leg movement actually it's not the best, bro.
All right, another voiceover here. Basically, in this clip, I was talking about how moving on some lying hamstring curls, and I was asking you nicely to not look at my butt and how I know it's big, but really we all know it's small, so that's what I'm trying to work on. Not in this movement, but overall. And I was talking about how I upped the weight from last session. Honestly, I might have upped it a little bit too soon because this was a little bit too heavy. I didn't get my desired rep range here. I think I might have got about 7, but I usually go for 8 to 12 on these. So in the next set, I ended up lowering it.
Okay, we are moving on to some leg extension.
I was talking about how this leg extension is actually really good because it allows for a lot of knee flexion. So you really gotta drive out of the hole and I mean extend those knees, extend the leg, hence leg extension. I was also talking about how I guess I gave you a little visual representation there of what my legs were like, but you gotta you gotta really manipulate your leg into this extension, which I really like. Try to go for a nice little pause at the top, slow on the way down. You see my face here. I'm struggling a little bit, but man, I love it. Nice burn. So this ended up being the last movement I recorded. I finished with some calves, some seated calf raises, but I mean, y'all really don't want to see me just sitting there doing some calf raises. I mean, it's pretty boring. But at the end here, I go into a nice talk about future plans. Ended up doing calves, which I always do, but I wasn't gonna record that. And then I ended up always finish with 20 to 25 minutes on the Stairmaster. It gets the, especially after a leg day, man. My legs are like wobbling, shaking after, but you know, it makes me feel good. Keeps me leaner, eat really whatever I want. So I keep it clean though, usually. Maybe I had 2 cookies last night, but you know, that's that's negligible. And but yeah, I recorded all my exercises except for the seated calf raises. And I realized this is my first YouTube video, so it'll get better. It'll get better for sure. But I realized I was in the wrong resolution. You know, I was filming vertically, not horizontally like it is now. So the angles aren't the best, and I apologize for that. But you know, it's a learning moment, and it'll only get better from here. I'm gonna go back to my dorm, shower, because I am a college freshman, and I'm gonna get some grub. I may show you that if it's looking a little bit nice, but all right. I know this is my first YouTube video, and man, but I want this. I really do. I'm gonna grind. I got balance my classes, my workload. I will eventually get a job. I'm an unemployed final boss right now. My bad, y'all. But man, I really wanna be my own boss. So I want to be able to make a living out of this. I know I'm not the strongest, I'm not the biggest, but I think I have the personality to make it happen. And I hope that y'all can see that through the camera. I'm getting better at showing who I really am through video film, but it'll come with time. And I'm trying to keep it authentic, which I will always keep it authentic. Yeah, I love this shit. The gym is honestly my life. I have other aspects that I really do enjoy, but if I can't get my workout in, man, yeah, I go crazy. So if I can end up making this a job and make money off of it, that's the ultimate goal. I know there's so many people in this world that want that to be a reality for themselves, but hoping I can be different, when you guys can see. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some food.